So my comments on these, I left one off for a second to show people how big my hands are. I wear men's medium size gloves. My fingers are a little bit short, as you can see, and that affected the fit of these, which I'll talk about in a minute. But overall, fighting with these, I found I really, really liked how maneuverable they are. I was not as bothered as David was by the grippiness of these bands here. And they are more grippy, but I actually found that I could adapt to it being grippy, and I think that possibly depending on what grip you have, they, like using a longsword, for example, I have a leather grip on that. These are much smoother, they slide more than on my saber grip here. I wasn't bothered by that. I was really bothered by the fact that this was a test pair and the Velcro on one of the thumbs broke pretty much right away, which is why it's taped. The additional thing is one of the shell piece retainers here at the base of this thumb shell is partway torn. That also happened right away, and that's why the tip of the thumb is taped. That said, my fingers are just ever so slightly short. They're about as short as they could be and still reach the tip of the shell here on the inside because of those cutouts. The cutouts for somebody with longer fingers, I think, provides a good grip. With me having shorter fingers, it just means the very tip of my finger is in the shell. And as a result, what David mentioned about if your hand slips down within the glove, you will feel a hit on the fingertips. I actually caught one when we were fighting that just hit just the edge of my fingers where they were starting to slide out of the shell. Wasn't bad. And we were hitting good, so I wasn't so. I'm still not so worried about the defensibility of that. I am similarly worried about the side of my hand here. I didn't catch anything right there, but I can see that if you don't tighten the wrist, or if the wrist shell is just shaped big for how big your wrists are, that might be an issue. It allows your palm and wrist to be a little bit exposed on the outside here. Again, I don't think I took a hit there, but I can see just from looking at it, and when I'm gripping my blade, like if I caught an aligned shot right there, that would hurt. Yeah, I really want to like these. I like them. I think they're very promising. I do really like how much I could maneuver with them. That was actually, I think, the biggest plus. And yeah. For fit, I think, again, it'll depend on your hands. I was pretty impressed. A wide range of people tried these on at the school here, and they fit a lot of people. So I'm impressed with that. I think there's like a downside and an upside to the complexity. The upside is that it does fit a lot more people. I think they'll talk about the downside of the design in a minute, but in terms of fit, I'd give these like a. For me, I've fought in a lot of stuff that doesn't fit, and it really can impact the maneuverability. So for these to be not quite fitting in this combination protective and maneuverable, I'd give these a 9 out of 10 on fit, actually. What was the
performance?
Performance. Yeah, definitely a 9 out of 10 on these. And again, the reason they take a hit is very specifically because of some of the other factors that made them function not as well, meaning the way your hand slips impacts their performance. Once again, if they weren't taped, that might not have been a factor. I do think that the looseness of the glove may be there's no palm strap, for example. Maybe a palm strap would change the performance. Maybe the stickiness of these bands here, they're lumpy, and that I think makes them extra grabby. That maybe affects the performance a little bit too. But otherwise, I was very satisfied. I keep that at a 9 out of 10 anyway. The durability, yeah, I got concerns. Them breaking right off the bat is the worst one, obviously. I have concerns about fighting with a longsword. If you catch a quinta under the guard here, I think some of those connectors are toast at the knuckle. I think there's too many openings here, too much potential for destruction. So durability, I have concern. I also have concerns about the wear of the leather if you have a wire wrap grip, or the saber hilts like these. This is going to wear hard, I think, and I give it like a 6 out of 10 on the durability. Yeah, that one got my fingertips outside of the cell.
Something's not right this time.
That was good. I mean, other than me being disturbed by not having my saber on.